Hi there, my name is Tori and I am your guide in this ever-changing world of social media. My goal is to help you as an entrepreneur really get efficient and strategic with creating your content for your business so you won't waste time or energy on content that just gets crickets. In today's video, I want to share a strategy that can really help those of you who have a smaller Instagram account. Now, if you're trying to grow your Instagram account, most likely you have already looked at larger accounts to see what they're doing, to see if there's some sort of pattern to try to hack the system and get lots of followers. So I want to touch on that just a little bit before I get into the strategy. Now, if you see larger accounts, there are many different reasons why they grew. The most likely reason is they were consistent. What looks like an overnight success probably took years to actually get to that point. Two, they may have bought followers, so they may not have a very a real following. They may just have bought followers to make them look good. Three, which is the one I really want to emphasize, is that these large Instagram accounts very likely grew when the rules of Instagram were different. So if you think of TikTok right now, how it's fairly easy, well, I don't want to say easy, but it's not abnormal to grow exponentially on TikTok and to go viral. That's similar to how Instagram was a few years back. There was no such thing as Reels back then. There was no short video content. The rules were very different, and it was more easy to grow your following in that era. So things are a little different now. It's a little more saturated. The rules are different, and I really just wanted to make an emphasis on this because I don't want you to waste time doing strategies that are going to get you nowhere, or they may have been effective at one point in time, but they're not effective now. So this is a strategy. It's pretty simple. I like simple. Simple is doable. And it's going to help you hone in on where to focus your energy so you don't waste any more energy, because it's one of your most valuable assets as an entrepreneur. With that said, this is the strategy that I'm recommending for you in June of 2022. Now, this may change, so if you're watching this at a later date, just keep that in mind. Things may have changed by then. But as of June 2022, this is something that is going to be effective for you. And the strategy that I highly suggest for you to do is focus on Reels and Stories. Now, there are many different facets of Instagram. You have, the typical picture post. You have Instagram video. You have Reels, Stories. You have Live. You have all those things. However, Instagram is really pushing Reels right now because they want to compete with TikTok. So they are rewarding people for using Reels. Reels has a long shelf life, meaning you can post something and it may not do too well in the beginning, but a few weeks down the road, it may start to really pick up and you may get lots and lots of views and likes and comments on your content. Reels are amazing for organic lead generation. So it's really crazy to think about how much potential Reels has. When I go look at my metrics and see how well my Reels did, typically I am getting views on my content of people who have never even heard of me before. So the reach is just continually growing the more you use Reels. Also, short video content is a really great way to connect with your audience, but also keep their attention. People have very short attention spans. So if you have a short form of video content, they're seeing your face, they're hearing you, they're connecting with you, but they don't feel like they're going to spend loads and loads of time wasted. They just want something quick and straight to the point. and short video content is an amazing way to do that. And with IG stories, they serve as really excellent icebreakers. So with reels and stories, I like to think of reels as being lead generation, right? And think of stories as being like nurturing relationships. Like I just said, Instagram stories are really great icebreakers. I have started so many conversations through my stories, and they're just, just typically lighthearted stories. Like for example, I made a story that I was getting back into playing the keyboard, and that started a lot of conversations with people who I probably wouldn't have had a conversation with otherwise. There's really that relationship building aspect when it comes to stories, because people don't feel like they're on guard with stories. They feel like they're invited to a behind the scenes of your life. It feels very casual. It doesn't feel like you're being salesy or promoting. You're just having a conversation. Also, the people that are engaging with your stories are most likely already following you. So again, it's just that nurturing and building of relationships through stories and eventually into your DMs. And it's great to add those engagement stickers as well. So like I said, this is a very simple strategy. I know that IG Reels do take more time to create typically than just posting a picture. But in my experience, some of my shortest reels have been the ones that have really taken off. So don't feel like you need to create 1 minute or 90 seconds worth of content every time you post a reel. Just, do what you can do. Be very realistic with what you're able to do. But I do highly suggest to focus primarily on IG Reels and IG Stories together. Don't even bother with carousels or Instagram video or lives at this point. Ideally, you want to use all of those aspects of Instagram, because Instagram has them there for a reason. They want them to be used. But if you are an entrepreneur that is just really low on time, you need to be really efficient, you need to be highly strategic in what you're doing, I suggest using Instagram Reels and Stories and just sticking with that to see how it's working for you. So that is it. I know everyone's growth journey is very different, so don't take what I say as black and white. I'd recommend testing it out for yourself to see how it works for you. And so let me know if this strategy is working for you. If it's not your thing, I'd like to hear what you have to say. So thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day.